Alright, now I've made quite a few videos on Iman, and a lot of videos exist on Iman on the internet, and I don't want to be talking about the same stuff over and over again. So this video is going to be a little different. I am going to be talking about Iman. However, this is going to be more focused on how you can implement these insights, as well as I want to be giving you insights that a lot of people don't really talk about. Okay, and these are insights that I also haven't talked about yet. So it's going to be some new information that I think if you implement, you're going to make more money through your YouTube channel. Since that is basically what this video is about, it's going to be breaking down Iman's channel. However, from an angle that you probably haven't seen or heard before. However, these are still super important insights that I think most people overlook, and I think it's wrong to overlook this, which is why I'm making this video. Okay, I think we can all agree that Iman has mastered the art of capturing, nurturing, converting attention, which is why I'm talking about him so much, because I think that if there's anyone in this make money online game that we should be studying, it's going to be Iman. Like, he completely blows everyone out of the water. If you look at his subs, if you look at any metric, Iman is just levels ahead. Okay, if you compare him even to Hormozy, who's huge, guess what? Iman has more than double the subscribers that Hormozy has. No guru, no one making money online, teaching others to make money online is as big as Iman is right now. Okay, and this audience is making about $6 to $10 million per month, somewhere in that range. He has confirmed this. And I mean, the fluctuation, as you can see, is pretty massive, and that's probably because, is dependent on if he actually does a live event that specific month, if he launches a new product that specific month, if he launches a new physical product that specific month. He's branching out into like sparkling water, he's branching out into, he's had eyewear for a while, but he branches out into all sorts of physical products now, so revenue is naturally going to fluctuate, but it's still a shit ton of money. I think we can all agree, right? And in this video, what I want to do is I want to reveal his content system, but not his content system. More accurately, I want to reveal 3 key insights that I think are going to help you a lot. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I'm using these insights myself to make money using this exact YouTube channel that you are watching right now, okay, which I believe is Iman's main source of revenue too. If you look at this $5 million or 5 million subscriber channel, how can you not think that it's one of his main sources of revenue? If it wasn't, he wouldn't be making these videos. He does not have an outbound team. He's not running ads to a webinar, doesn't have a team of closers who are constantly closing new people on his coaching program for agencies. He has his YouTube channel, and most of everything that he's doing for marketing is just posting on this YouTube channel, collecting the low-hanging fruit by creating a live event every couple months. That's pretty much all he's doing. He's just chilling with this YouTube. And one thing he actually did used to have is he had agencies, spamming his shorts all over YouTube, right? He had, there was 10 Iman fan accounts that were spamming shorts over and over again, kind of similar to what Andrew Tate did, kind of similar to what Luke Belmar did for the launch of Capital Club. However, he doesn't really have that anymore. The only thing that he's actually stuck to is his YouTube. So if Iman doesn't have an outbound team, if all the guys that we're looking up to are posting on YouTube, why should you be doing all these other stuff? It just doesn't really make sense. Okay, and that's also why I quit. I don't have an outbound team, I don't run ads, I don't do any of all that stuff. All I do is I make YouTube videos. That is how I make my money. And if you want to see client results, I'm not going to waste time here again, but you can check out my Instagram, you can check out literally any other video that I have, I speak about them there. So Iman clearly knows how important mastering the content game is. Okay, and he's clearly prioritizing it, right? And he's mastered it. So let's steal his system. Right? The plan is, first we're going to talk about personality-based content and why it's super freaking important. I actually had a call earlier today. We were talking about, kind of lifestyle versus actual raw value and how to actually incorporate this. So I'm going to be breaking that down. We're going to talk about using emotion in your actual scripting to make people click, stay, and actually build a connection with you so they come back, watch again, and eventually buy. And then we're going to talk about converting your audience, which I'm going to talk about the aspect of Iman's converting that isn't often talked about, that I also use myself, that I think is really freaking cool and nobody's doing it. Okay, so first of all, personality-based content. Okay, what I want you to realize is that almost every video, Iman is talking about his experiences, right? His struggles, his triumphs, and his life. Putting his recent free course that he dropped aside, most of his recent videos are actually just personality, are actually just his life. Okay, and the key insight here is that people buy from people that they like, right? So you got to incorporate your story every single time that you have the opportunity to do so. Okay, and now what's key, I've mentioned this before, I'm not saying that we should be making lifestyle content, but do incorporate story wherever the hell you can. Okay, if you don't have a story, if you don't incorporate it, people won't buy. And the way to stand out in 2024 isn't with your product, because a lot of people can sell the same shit. However, the way to stand out is with your story and with your personality, because the people that resonate with you specifically, who think that you're the most human, because over the internet, right, we just want to know that the other person's human and that we can trust them. All right, so the more you relate with your story and with your personality, the better you're going to do in this online game. Okay, and if you look at what I'm doing in this video, I haven't actually done it yet, but in most of my videos, I mention how, actually, did I mention it? I can't even remember, to be honest, but in most of my videos, I mentioned that I used to run an SMMA. I didn't enjoy it, why I pivoted, what I pivoted to. I mentioned that in almost every single video. Why? Because it's personality. and I want you to like me, right? Like, even if you hate my story and you don't agree with it at all, you're gonna like me more if I share than if I just didn't share and if I just was a robot talking about how Iman makes money every single video, right? You gotta stand out with personality. Next is emotion, right? And this is something that Iman does really freaking well, and I think not enough people do really freaking well, right? Every video of his you watch, you feel like he takes you on a journey, right? And that journey is an emotional roller coaster. It goes from you're curious, so you click, right? Then there's the hooks and it's high emotion, and then he goes back down to curiosity, and then hook, high emotion, and then curiosity, and he keeps going, and then he ends on a positive. He always ends this video with, what's the exact words? I'm watching you from afar and I'm rooting for you. Ends on a high note, right? And then guess what? After the high note, you go back to curiosity, and then you go through the same roller coaster again, right? Because after you're off the roller coaster, you're like, oh shit, that was fun. Let me do that shit again, right? And the way he does so, I want to go a little bit deeper, is very freaking simple. He literally just divides his video up into parts, kind of like I'm doing, right? Parts, boom, and literally, right, every video is like the 7 steps to do this, the 5 steps to do that, right? And at the end of every single step, it's basically like, okay, curiosity, what is this step going to be about? This sounds super freaking interesting. Then he peaks when he talks about like the benefits of the step and like just basically motivating the individual to take action on this specific step, right? So then you're up here in the roller coaster, but then he's like, but this isn't enough. You got to do this next thing. This is just a part of it. This won't work unless you do this. And then you're back down to curiosity. And you're like, oh shit, I got to go again. And then you go again. And then you just keep repeating this over and over and over again. And every one of his videos, if you look at it, it's structured in the exact same way, and it's structured like that to get attention. If you look here, 4 things you need to know. How to change your life in 6 months, a 5-step process, right? For a second I was about to say, right, for this video, he may not have done it, but he actually did. 10 things Iman Gadzhi can't live without, okay? Day in life, this is different, but 5 money principles, right? How to make money in your sleep, investing guide. I haven't seen this video, but I'm more than willing to bet that he uses the exact same formula, right? He's probably dividing this video up into like 3, 4, 5 parts, and he just raises your emotion level, brings it back down to curiosity, and he just keeps doing that, right? And at the end of this video, guess what? He's probably going to call to action to some other video, leave you on a high note, but guess what? You have curiosity again, and then you click on another. That's sort of like the process. I want to go a little bit deeper. I didn't just want to leave you guys with this shitty graph with nothing to implement. But this is also what I'm doing here, right? Personality-based content, emotion. Now we're going to go into converting your audience, because if you don't convert your audience, absolutely nothing matters. Guess what? Now I have your curiosity, right? How the hell does Iman do it? Iman, I'm not sure which live event this was, but on one of his live events, he had a Telegram group. I remember I joined it. What was inside there? I cannot remember. He was literally just promoting the events to make sure people got in there, right? And what I think is that channels like Telegram and WhatsApp are actually best for private communities, which is, I think, why Iman used this, because he could do it on School, but people aren't that active on School. He could do it on Discord, but not everyone is on Discord. And where else are you going to host it? You're obviously going to host it on Telegram or WhatsApp, right? I think they're best, right? Because they allow for personal connection too with the prospect, right? After you join Iman's group, what I want you to realize, I joined his, I think he had a WhatsApp group. He almost definitely had a WhatsApp group. I definitely remember giving him his number. And guess what? Giving him my number. And guess what? After I did, a setter reached out and did call me. And guess what? Since he called me, I didn't know who it was. I picked up, right? It was kind of like a cold call, but still, I answered his questions. I didn't hop on a call because I'm not interested. However, I was still a lead, and it still allowed for personal connection. School doesn't allow for that personal connection. Here, you're on your phone 24/7, and you're going to see this. You're almost guaranteed to see this. And and once you see this, you're probably going to click on the video, right? Since you signed up for the group, you've got that emotional buy-in, right? That's the power of channels like Telegram and WhatsApp, right? Anyone also had a WhatsApp group. This is what I mentioned a second ago. I'm pretty sure, I couldn't find screenshots for the life of me, but I'm pretty sure he had a WhatsApp group. And every single time he hosts a new live event, almost he has one of these groups, because it's an insane way to capture a lot of data they can then use to call up and to make a lot of money in the future. But also it's great as just like a reminder tool, and then obviously personal connection, right? For someone like you and me, if you don't have 5 million people in your WhatsApp group, it's going to be easier to reach out to these people and actually get to know them better, right? Which is also super, super helpful. And I mean, Iman had a WhatsApp group, and I also do, right? Quick shameless plug. I booked 5 calls in the first 24 hours of launching this community. I think if you don't have any form of community and way to engage one-on-one with the people that follow you from your YouTube, you're being financially irresponsible. And my preferred method of doing it is WhatsApp, and it's worked really freaking well for me so far. If you're not in the WhatsApp community yet, make sure you join it. There's a bunch of free resources. I am dropping more resources in there literally today at the time of recording this video. I'm going to be dropping documents around how to use trends, very in-depth. It's going to be a Google Doc, right? So it's going to be actual in-depth information. And then I'm going to be dropping information around creator market fit, and how to actually make content that people want to click on, that people actually resonate with. So you're not posting content out into the void without knowing that it actually resonates with someone and without knowing that it's going to bring you sales. Okay, that's the 2 documents I'm dropping. If you want access, join the group. They're in there by now. Okay, and a few other insights in terms of the WhatsApp group, right? Voice notes, overpowered. Voice notes are insane in terms of booking calls. One-on-one interaction, overpowered. Without this, I would not have these 5 calls because these people didn't book automatically. They needed that push, and it freaking worked. And then another insight is coming from YouTube. You have high status, and when you message these people, they respond. They're open to a conversation, and instead of them treating you like someone desperate in their DMs trying to take their money, they see you as someone who's actually trying to help them, which is the goal, because that is what we're ultimately trying to do. But when you do with cold DMs, with cold calls, with cold emails, it doesn't appear that way. So this is the way I prefer to do it, and it's why it's working super freaking well, and it's also Iman's preferred way of doing stuff, which I'm glad that we're in line there. And that's basically what I wanted to share in this video. As I said, join the WhatsApp group if you're not in there already. If you want, book a call. We'll discuss how it would look like to build your own creator business, where you basically make content, you build up your own audience, and then you present an offer, you redirect that audience to some form of product or service, and you make a lot of money. Okay, it's literally what I'm doing. It's what Iman's doing. It's what I think the way forward is in 2024 and beyond. Our clients are getting insane results. I show them in every single video, including this one. You can check them out here. And yeah, we'd love to speak to you. If not, no worries. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow.